Hello everyone, welcome back to the Haunted Haven, and I'm not going to be on camera today. It's really lovely to have you back in the Haven, and I wish that I felt well enough to say hi to you face to face, but my allergies just started last night. I probably sound like I have allergies. Yeah, it's really not good. So yeah, my allergies started last night, so I just am not feeling like I'm up for being on camera. Luckily, I did get these post-burns done ahead of time. So I've got some feedback to share with you regarding the post-burns, and that's what we're here to do today. We are here to finish up our post-burns of Kringle Candle Easter. So we have the carrot cake and we have Sweet as Can Be. We also have in the background, everyone please say hello to Virgil from South of Sanity Candles. Thanks for blessing us with your presence, Virgil. Grandmama misses you. Just a little bit of housekeeping. These candles actually did release today, March 20th, so they're ready to go. They're ready for you to go ahead and check out on the Kringle Candle website. And you can, as always, use the code haunted.haven to save you 15% at checkout. Let's get into these candles. So the first candle that I'm going to talk about is Sweet as Can Be. So I wasn't surprised with this candle at all. It's like the cold impression. It was really, really lovely. The performance on it was really nice. It threw well. I started to notice it probably at about 15 feet away once it finally got up and running and going. The burning scent stays true to the cold impression as well. It absolutely has a pastry undertone, but it's not super gourmand. I am not a gourmand person, I say that all the time, but this is a delightful candle for me, and I really enjoy being around it. It doesn't go overly into that bakery scent, that bakery category for me personally. It didn't go into that place where it's the type of gourmand where it makes me hungry. It was still refreshing enough, and it was lemony enough that it was a bright and happy fragrance without going into too much of a this just makes me want to eat something place. The other thing that I really enjoyed about this candle is just how zesty it is. It actually does remind me quite a lot of a lemon bar. So if you're a fan of lemon bars, this is a pretty good, pretty close smell that's comparable to that. So maybe like if a lemon bar was baking, but again, because it is so zesty, it didn't make me overly hungry. It's a really nice, bright and happy scent, and if you're a lemon fan, this is really a great one. All right, let's go on to carrot cake. The throw on carrot cake is, I would say, about medium. It wasn't as strong as the chocolate eggs, for example. That was definitely the strongest candle out of the bunch, but the throw on carrot cake is still quite decent. Like, I was burning it on my kitchen table and sitting in my living room, and I could definitely tell that it was burning. At first glance, this is such an interesting candle to me, because at first glance it does really smell like carrot cake. It's just kind of a straight up carrot cake smell. But I noticed that as I was like going about my day and I was picking up on the scents on it, it actually reminded me very much of a Halloween candle. It actually, because of I think I mentioned this in the initial burn, or sorry, in the initial preview, it has these specific spices in it that really remind me of apple cider. And there is just a bit of that fall spices thing going on in carrot cake. So I found myself being reminded of a Halloween candle as this was burning, kind of on and off. It was really interesting to be like, this is a spring candle, but I'm getting some Halloween, like very specific Halloween, particularly apple cider scents coming out of this. So I would imagine that it's got something to do with, there's got to be some ginger or something in the carrot cake. Yeah, it just says in the description for this candle that the mid is just generic spice. It just says spice, doesn't say which ones, but I would guess that it's got something to do with like cinnamon, cloves, allspice, something like that. Very interesting. I would even pick this one up again in the fall, honestly. Like, if I didn't burn through it in the springtime, it could easily be picked up again in the fall. But I think across the board, like, first impression, yes, it is a carrot cake scent. It smells like what it's doing, carrot cake. But also, it's got these other things happening with it. And if you are a fall lover, you might really like a spices lover. You really might like this one. Both great candles, no complaints. I wanted to talk about bunnies and flowers again. I remember telling you guys, I just wasn't really a fan of it. I did light it up again, but again, I can't tell you the specifics of why I don't like that candle, except for that it just goes too perfumey, and the specific blend, it's not doing it for me. And I tried to light it up again and get a better reason as to why, and I just didn't like it, and sometimes that is that. But yeah, the rest of the collection really liked quite a lot. Thank you for bearing with my kind of froggy voice today. I am so upset about my allergies starting so early. Hopefully I can, if anybody has a good allergy medication or medicine that they really like, let me know. I've been trying, I can't remember like what the generic name was for it, but it's like loratadine or something. So if you have one that you really enjoy, that you think works well for you, let me know. Thank you so much for being in the Haven. I really look forward to seeing you again soon, and I'll see you face to face next time. All right, bye my friends.